Right, phone, isn't it? Yeah. You forgot what I was supposed to be doing then. Facebook, there you go. Don't know what that was there. Hi guys, how you doing? A little bit of a different setup tonight. You know, let's get the old phone there ready for monitoring. Yeah, I've got that thing there, but it's not a lot of good because it's not monitoring that one, ain't it? So we go full screen. There you go. Whoa. So how are we going, guys? Okay. Should be able to get the synthesizer going tonight. With a little look. Let's have a look. YouTube, crossover, synthesizer. There she is, that's the one. So this basically is a little toy that you can actually download, and it's a synthesizer, fully topped synthesizer. And what it does, it makes some rare noises. That's what it does. It's amazing. What it is when it goes, it's offline at the moment. It's having to think about things. Think, oh, what's going on? Let's have a look. Are we offline? This is my old phone on here, but I've made it into a synthesizer. Easy enough, you just download the app. So if I got it online, let's see, we're on Wi-Fi at the moment. Let's have a quick look, go over there. Kronos. Chord Kronos, from the chord Kronos, because check your connections or, oh, okay, notify me, try again. Play. Oh, okay. Yes, I know, that's what I've missed for. Okay, interesting. It usually picks up pretty well. What's she doing? Oh, she's down on power. That's what it is, down on power. Oh well, can't do that one then. We'll have to get those one. So anyway, guys, how you doing then? All okay? Let's get this on there, otherwise it'll, when I tip my head, I'll lose the headphones and I'll lose me out. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look and see what we're doing. Let's see what you're looking at. See what you're doing. See what we're looking at. See how I'm looking. Go online. Go live. And reset. There we go. We're live. And there you go. Yep, there we are. I am there. So, yeah, what did we do earlier on? I've just finished another album. Let me show you the album. The album basically is my 432 relax stuff. One part of that one. I was doing the, what was it? Jupiter. All the sounds from Jupiter, from my drone, stuff like that. Let's have a look, see if I can get back online here. Here we go, we don't need all that. All that there, get all that there, that can go back down. Okay, so Jupiter, I've got it here on my draft at the moment because I've only just finished the songs. So on here is a great picture. Look at that, fantastic. As usual, brilliant photos. All these photos that I'm doing at the moment, I'm actually got a company that's can make nice big posters out of them, and I've got about 6 on there at the moment, but I'm waiting for the verification to come back on it, and hopefully once that verification comes through, then there'll be an option of another website where you can actually where you can actually, hang on, pardon, where you can actually, where'd that come from? That's probably off that thing. Yes, it's loading, okay. I'll switch that one off, actually, it's starting to make some noise in the background, so I'm just going to power that one down. That's better, just power him down, he's starting to make a noise here. Take him off there. So, yeah, what was I doing? Yeah, Jupiter. So we got 10 tracks on here, and once I've got everything ready to go now, there I've got the photos, I've got the 10 tracks, I've got descriptions of the 10 tracks, I've got 5 tag words for search engines to find the tags. So basically, when people go searching for different things like it, it'll come up with them within that group, and that's the secret of how you get found on Google, by putting taglines in and tags and things like that. You learn all these things when you read a book for about a whole day. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm really chuffed with it. The photos are good. It's sounding good. I've got it close to the representation of 10 tracks, 10 possibilities of different things of what happens with Jupiter, and I put music to roughly to that sort of category, like. Call it music, but basically it's drone stuff, so it's one tone that goes from one sound, but it sort of blends in and blends out. When you've got headphones on, you can just zone out, like. Lots of people like it, so I always done it. Started off with 1, 2, 3, 4, and I had a hell of a good feedback of it, so I thought I'd just carry on up to 20 then. So I ran out of things on the Earth, then I went to the Sun, the Moon. I thought I'd better go to the planets, and that'll cover it up to 20. And these are basically without rhythm or anything. Possibly I might do some remixes, you never know, it's all possible. I could do number 1 with a remix of a sound and that. So there's loads of possibilities. I mean, at the moment I've got 44 releases, my God, 44 albums, so that's 444 songs. Wow. And even with a £75, 75% discount, it's still £92, so I've given that a hell of a discount, but still £92. But the albums themselves are £10 to download on BANDCAMP, and then what you do is you download the BANDCAMP app, which is basically your MP3 player, and then whatever you buy goes on your MP3 player. The tracks are about £1, the albums are about £10. Some old ones in there are £7, and some old ones are in there for £5. So it's all well worth having a look. DJ Steve Francis is. I've tried to get it Steve Francis actually. I've done it Steve Francis, but it's jumped onto DJ Steve Francis. So look for Stephen Francis, and basically you'll find me on BANDCAMP and all them albums. Okay, guys. Tonight I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I like Erasure, so Vince Clarke. And basically, he did one when he first started called The Other Side of Love from Yazoo. And I'm going to have a bash at that one tonight, so I hope you enjoy. So let's put this one back. It's quite a quick one, so I've only done it once or twice. As usual, I never practice, I just go for it. Let's put that in there somewhere. There you go. Got another jigsaw done today, so that's another one. Watch out for that later. I framed one. I'm going to frame another one and all. So it's looking quite good. Right, let's just go on to Facebook, and then we can see myself. I can double click on there. So there I can see who's talking to me. And there's loads of people in the background. Hi guys, how you doing? If you have a look at the screen today, it's all been updated. You can see a few more keyboards. Basically I could use that one, I think. Got a spare light here. Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it, if it went under there. Ain't got a magnet there. Still charging up my little lights. Let's put that in there. So, hope you're well. And sun was out today, so I was going to check my guttering today, but I never got around to it. But I got myself a mini drone with the cameras and HD cameras. It's got lots of things, follow this, follow that, does all sorts of things. The reason I got it is I can use this to go up to my guttering and have a look around the house to see if there's any, what the state of the guttering is in there like, you know. It looks all right, but you can't tell unless you get up there, and it's a bloody long way up there nowadays. So I've got a drone to do it. It's only 18 quid. So we're going up there tomorrow with the drone and have a look. Have a look. Let's have a look what we've got here. Yeah, there's a few things going. Hang on, that's it, yeah. Right, got one person in the background there watching. Hello, how you doing, mate? Okay, let's do some music for you then, guys. Bring some more in. Oh, orange and pineapple, love it. Okay, The Other Side of Love, Yazoo. It goes like this. It mostly does that with a computer, so you'll find out when I slow down a bit. Here we go. Actually, do this slower, so you do a bit more chill version. wow. Yazoo! And The Other Side of Love, I think that one's called The Other Side of Love. That was one of the ones that made them famous, really, back in the 80s. It's good being a DJ, you tend to know all these things. So yeah, that was a pretty cool one, that one. Another one I'm going to have a bash at, I haven't tried this one even on the keyboard yet, is Games Without Frontiers. Now, I used to like that one, but I've got to remember how it all goes. Da, da, da. Hang on. Can't do it on walls. So I know where it is, now I've got to change that to a different chord. That's nearly getting the other one. Sound, doesn't it? Games without frontiers, war without tears. Needs a little bit of work, but we'll get there. We'll get there. What we got on here? Let's see what we got. Still that waltz. Okay, let's have a bit different to that. Oh, that's a bit more like it. Okay. They're all in tune. Well, 3, 4, 6 stay anyway. what's going on here? Ah, had it up on transpose. I see, so that one was up on one on the transpose. These were down on single, right. See, it's all live. we don't have no synchronizers and things like that. We don't do that. It's all live. If you have a look at the screen, you can see at the moment on the left-hand side, at the top there, is a tiny little screen there, and that is the camera looking at me going across that room. If you look at the other side, there is a, well, looks like control center, which, funny enough, that is what I'm looking at the moment on this screen. So you're seeing exactly what I'm looking at on that screen. Amazing technology. And then, of course, we got the other camera, which is on the roof. Okay, well, since we're back in tune, we was all in tune, but what was happening there really was I was just up one. Oh. See, I was up one there. I was here. Should have been there. That's what these are. If I had it here, which I did have, it wouldn't sound right, which it didn't. I knew there was something wrong. AK is a classic. Bit of Nola Gay there with quite a few keyboards jumped in there. So there you go. How are we doing then, guys? Okay. Right. Yeah, we'll do a few more for you guys. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what's on this. Oh, like that. Depends on the rhythm. Okay, fine. I suppose what I could do, thinking about that one, put a bit of a vibration on there. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Okay, how about a bit of Telstar then? Telstar. Well, a little bit of the old Telstar then. Well, good old favourites at the moment tonight, anyway. Things coming on here. What's going on here? Things. Just monitoring here. Oop, hello. Seen that bit before. Live chat. Yeah, that's what we're on. Live chat now. So if you want to say a few words, hello. Okay. Well, what do you reckon of the studio? Let's see. I keep jumping from keyboard to keyboard here. Let's see what this does. bit of a sort of, I don't know what that was actually, sort of a cowboy beaty thingy. Let's see what's on this one. Right, okay. Ending, beginning, something like that. Wow. That thing's got some power, hasn't it? That thing's got some power. Well, 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 well. What do you reckon then, eh? Good setup, nice sound. Ouch. That's pulling down my head. Let's put him there. That's it. Let's put him there. Let's put him there. He is twisted in my head. That's it. We're all set again. Might look for some of them headphones where you pop on your ear and you go in your temple here, somewhere you like. It's just noise. They go find bone ones apparently. Interesting. Right, let's see what we got on here. Music finder. We're going to find something. I don't know what. Press a button. Press another button. Something happens. Intro would be good. Let's see what we've got. Oh, right. Okay, Colin, it looks like it's one of yours. like that thing, don't we? We do some sounds. Okay, well, I haven't a clue what time it is. Coming to 2 o'clock. Well, go on to 2. Let's do a bit on this one, shall we? Video killed the radio star. Very good. Ooh, got another switch here to do things. Bit of echo in there, obviously. Got a bit of echo in there somewhere. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed. Oh dear me, too much. I hope you're enjoying the music. Yeah. Lots of music in there. Well, basically, if you like my music, check out my YouTube channel. Got loads on there of me videoing all this lot before I set up all this lot. When I had just this lot, and then I had that lot with that lot, and then this lot come along, and I think we've got enough in here now, actually. Oh, I'm only just getting used to these two because they're not like Adam Long, so I'm just getting used to whatever it does. Loads. Oh God. Got one of them. Whoa. modern dancing tween, shall we? tell you, I'm getting used to that one. Pressing the info all the time. It's intro, 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 intro. And I thought, no, I want the ending, not the intro. That's what happens when you're doing everything manually. Everything's manually in here, manually. These keyboards are about 40, 30 year old. Nothing's MIDI, nothing's sequenced. It's just the day they come out of the factory and done nothing to them. It's just whatever they've got on there. Love it. Okay, guys, well, take care, and I will see you. Thank you very much.
I love it. You guys are so great.
I wonder where she's gone. Okay, see you later, guys. Thanks a lot.